Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Tuesday's Regional News. We start with news from Brazil. Brazil's democracy prevailed under attack during the election in October by far-right socialist militias that sought to discredit the voting system. The head of the National Electoral Authority said on Monday. Allegations that electronic voting machines were vulnerable to fraud were aimed at changing the political system, Supreme Court Justice Alexander de Moraes said at a business conference in Brazil in New York. Moraes, who was being the thorn in President Jair Bolsonaro's side, opening investigations into him and his far-right allies, did not mention the president by name. Bolsonaro was the main mouthpiece of the repeated baseless accusations about the electronic voting system. Bolsonaro narrowly lost an October 30th runoff vote to leftist rival Luiz Lula da Silva. And although he did not concede, he did not block the handover of power. Some of his supporters, however, have refused to accept the result. Outside the conference in Manhattan, dozens of rowdy Bolsonaro supporters heckled Moraes when he arrived with the Brazilian justices. The demonstrators shouted that the election had been stolen and called for a military coup. On Friday, Brazil's armed forces commanders said that election disputes must be resolved by the rule of law. Moraes said that Brazil is the world's fourth largest democracy, but only one that can announce the winner of a presidential election in 2 hours and 38 minutes, thanks to the electronic voting system, as it did on October 30th. We now look at news from the Bahamas. Financial regulators in the Bahamas on Monday appointed liquidators to run the FTX unit in the country, just days after authorities said they were looking for any criminal misconduct by the collapse of the crypto exchange. The Securities Commission on the Bahamas said it had won court approval and appointed 2 members of the PCW to oversee FTX Digital Markets Limited, a subsidiary of the FTX license in the country. FTX filed for bankruptcy on Friday, one of the highest profile crypto blowups after traders rushed to withdraw $6 billion from the platform in just 72 hours, and rival exchange Binance abandoned the proposed rescue deal. FTX founder Sam Bankman, who lives in the Bahamas, has also been the subject of speculation about his whereabouts, and he denied rumors on Twitter that he had flown to South America. When asked whether he had flown to Argentina, he responded in a text message, "Nope." And finally, we turn our attention to news coming out of Jamaica. Attorney at law Maurice McCurdy has been charged with fraudulent conversion over the alleged non-payment of more than Jamaican $100 million in the sale of a commercial property for a client in St. James. He was charged by the fraud squad on Monday and granted station bail in the sum of Jamaican $2 million, the police say. He is scheduled to make his first court appearance on January 19, 2023. The allegation surrounds the sale of a property for US $5.5 million. The client complained that after the sale went through earlier this year, a sum of more than $800 remained outstanding, the police says. A report was then made to law enforcement, resulting in the investigation. McCurdy is a St. James-based lawyer. Thank you for watching. I'm TIANA.